Hello everyone, Libra here, and welcome back to SOULCALIBUR 6 Libra of Original Soul starring 2B. In the last episode, we finished our business with the Hidden Village clan and began our search for the Black Demon. And we started to fill our soul with a little more light. And now, we are off to continue our search for the Black Demon and complete some side quests along the way, including this astral fissure. Oh, it's a random astral fissure sealing mission, never mind. Anyway, let's see what other cities we can help. Like Dhaka. It's been a while since we did this quest. Merchants of the Wetlands. Let's take our mission log, see what... I forgot what we were doing for this mission. No. Ah, here it is. Oh yeah, the Merchants Guild in Dhaka. That's it. I had begun to see the truth behind the events that had transpired. But before I could reveal it to Maharshi, I was attacked. Oh yeah, this is the part where Lila turns out to be a traitor, and only soul charged attacks are effective. Okay, let's refresh our memory now. Go! It was sunset as I was walking through the city with Maharshi. The number of people dwindled as we moved toward the outskirts. 2B, you said you had something you wanted to speak to me about awaiting for prior years. Surely this is far enough. Suddenly, the thump of dozens of footsteps echoed around us. I thought I would have time to share what I had learned with Maharshi, but the enemy moved faster than I had anticipated. Forgive me, but I am afraid that discussion won't be happening. Lila! The woman smiled, her teeth glinting dangerously in the light of the setting sun. Please don't think ill of me. I thought I would be able to let you live. Really? You say that to a now level 62B because she spent her time doing the main quest and getting pretty much over-leveled for the side quest. This is gonna be easy, even without soul charged attacks. Back. Okay, they're not doing that much damage. Ah.
Executing support program.
Roger. Now he can kill you.
I'll kill you.
Initiating assistance.
Ah, that's soul charge? I didn't know that.
I'll kill you.
Initiating assistance.
Is that one of those new attacks? I guess. Because I never really noticed that before. Ah, you fell for it. Ah, you can't bring it out. Oh, that does a lethal hit? How come I never noticed that? Maybe it was a buff? Now we kill Lila herself.
Executing support program.
I'm sorry, Lila. I thought I'd be able to let you live.
Initiating fire support.
Really gotta learn to practice what you preach, back up what you say. Get out of here now! Just as I was about to subdue Lila, she gave a cry and her lackeys scattered. It was you all this time. Then, the attack on your cart? Entirely staged, of course. My, but you're awfully naive to be in your position. control the flow of goods, manipulate prices, and earn profit. A rather simple plan for any merchant. It's a sound idea to be certain, but you'd have to invest a lot up front to reap any rewards. A merchant of your resources could never... Never mind that. You've caught me. So, what will you do with me? Lila, you are under arrest for the sabotage of the merchant crate and Dhaka thing. There, you're under arrest. Fortunately, no one has died directly because of the attacks, but the bandits cutting off the road caused the city a great deal of harm. Lila had to answer for her involvement in that crime. As I was talking to Maharshi, the sound of hooves drew near. Madam, over here! Some of the brigands that fled earlier had returned on horseback. Their leader leaned down and offered a hand to Lila. Oh, you're quick today. Stop! Lila moved like lightning. It seemed to almost fly into the saddle. Don't fret, my dears. I won't be attacking this city again. I was looking for a chance to change ventures anyway. Lila gave us a quick grin from atop her horse. The woman and her band vanished into the dusk. The bandit attacks ceased for a while after that, and the repairs to the road progressed slowly but steadily. Perhaps Lila truly intended to keep her promise. And I think that should get Dhaka to level up again. Yep. So we gotta do this one more time and Dhaka will be fully leveled up. The bandits were making trouble again, so I hurried back to Dhaka. When I disembarked my ship, someone called out to me. Started battle with 2 bars of my soul gauge filled. That's awesome. Maharshi informed me that bandits had once again begun harrying merchants near Dhaka, and I returned to help at his request. As soon as I stepped ashore, a veiled woman tugged at my sleeve. It was Lila. A pleasure to see you again. Come with me. She led me to an empty alley and began speaking in a hushed voice. I knew that Maharshi would send for you soon. You're here to drive away the bandits again, right? I have nothing to do with them anymore. One of my old allies hired new men, you see. Apparently, our old methods were not satisfactory enough. I asked if she felt any loyalty to her past companions, and she sniffed in disdain. Whatever I owed that was paid in full by my silence when you had me at your mercy. Stealing from fat old merchants is a nice bit of sport, but robbing the poor, let alone killing them for no reason, is not something I'd like to take part in. It's just bad business. Do you believe me? Achoo! Sneeze. I nodded, and the eyes peering from behind the veil briefly widened. My, you're quite decisive. Listen, I'll only say this once. This former colleague is about to make the transaction of a lifetime. Everything is at stake. The goods will be coming through tomorrow. If they go missing, then there will be no more funds for banditry. I held my breath, waiting in silence with Lila's minions at the bottom of a boat near the sandbar. Once we heard the sound of wagon wheels, we swiftly rowed for shore. A cry of surprise sounded from our quarry, and I spotted a merchant leap up to the driver. That must be Lila's old friend. There weren't many guards. They had little reason to believe they would be attacked today after all. Come on, surrender now if you don't want to get hurt. Otherwise, I'll send 2B after you. Too late. I'm gonna go after them now. Guess they're not gonna go quietly. And by killing these bodyguards, we'll end the banditry in Dhaka once and for all. Ah, graphics! Guess I'm gonna have to reset the game for a bit, because graphics card's bugging out. Fake! Ow. Hey, I said ow for the bodyguard because I thought I was gonna get hurt. They're not bugging out this time. Maybe I can keep going. Yeah. Yeah, we can totally keep going. Did you see the look on that idiot's face when he beat all those guards and he realized he'd lose everything? Priceless. Lila laughed gaily as she sat in the driver's seat of the stolen wagon. When she had finished, she glanced over at me. I'm shocked you believed me, my soft-hearted friend. You can inform Maharshi that there will be no more attacks. With that, she gave me a strong shove in the chest and I tumbled off the wagon and onto the ground. Lila whipped the reins and the wagon sped away. If Lila could be trusted, then the brigands would not return. The land route would be secure at last. She did escape with the goods she was after, though. In the end, she remained a step ahead of everyone else. That scummy Lila. And with that, Dhaka is fully leveled up. Now let's see what other cities we can level up. How about Kashgar? Let's see if Bolta needs help. As I was shopping in Kashgar, I heard a strange rumor about Bolta. It seems she had told the entire town about the iron sand at Salt Flats. Opponents' vertical attacks do more damage, but their other attacks are weakened. Okay. As the roof of Bolta's smithy finally came into view, I could hear the rhythmic sound of a hammer on iron. I stepped into the back room and saw Bolta working on a sword and an anvil. I called out, but she didn't notice me. I watched her work for a while, and at last she quenched a red-hot blade in a nearby barrel of water and took a deep breath. Huh? How long have you been there, 2B? You should have said something. Come and check in on me. When I told her that the rumors were going around the city bothered me, she grinned. Oh, that. You think I'm weird too? After Bolta had gathered the iron from the salt flats, she extolled its quality to the local lord. Soon after, other smiths in need of iron began flocking into the site. It's no loss for me. The Lord thanked me for the information and gave me permission to gather iron there wherever I wanted. Plus, if the other smiths in Kashgar are using good materials, the whole city's reputation goes up, right? Besides, nobody will be jealous for no good reason either. So relax. I pride myself on my technique. Even if the iron's the same, the results aren't. Still have some doubts, huh? Well, let's put them to rest. I want to enter the sword in the exhibition, but I need to check its balance. Let's give it a few swings. That'll prove its worth, right? Good. Then come with me. Always happy to help a friend, Bolta. Well, more like acquaintance. Because emotions are prohibited and stuff. Don't want to end up getting a logic virus.
Battle 1. Fight.
Vertical attacks do more damage, other attacks are weakened. I get it. And it looks like we can completely beat up Bolta. It's not just reduced below a certain level.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ow. I figured I'd be able to do something in a fishing stance. Can we do it again? Your weapon was not effective enough, sadly. Yeah, that seems good. You agree, right? When I visited the shop a few days later, Bolta greeted me ecstatically. Huzzah! The moment I turned in passed the first round of inspection. It's all thanks to you, 2B. But this is where it gets serious. I'll be squaring off against Yashid soon. I could use some more of your help if you got time. I promised Bolta I'd do whatever I could before leaving her shop. At level 61 we reached, and hopefully Kashgar will level up too. Yep. In an attempt to reclaim her family's honor and status as royal smiths, Bolta hoped to replicate her grandfather's swordsmithing techniques. A trip to a mountain near Firgano in the west was in order to get the necessary metal. Opponents' low attacks do more damage, but their other attacks are weakened. And we'll find some mercenaries. When I visited Volta's workshop again, I was surprised to find her without her hammer in hand. Instead, she was intently examining a Chinese sword. Grandpa forged this a long time ago. There's not a speck of rust on it, even though it's mostly been sitting around all this time. I think he treated the surface with a special metal, but... Wait a sec. 2B! Good to see you! You're here to help me out, right? Then let me get you up to speed. Bolta straightened up and fixed her eyes on me. The exhibition is a chance to restore my family's honor. See, we've been the royal smiths for generations, till that mercenary Captain Asen offered my father a bribe. Dear old fool punched him instead. Asen is a distant relative of the royal family, so he had my father barred from the place. Then he took away the shield bearing the crest of King Said I, given to our family to mark our service to the royal family. It was a treasure to us for generations. If I win at the exhibition, I'll get that shield back. That's why this is so important to me. I have to reclaim the honor that was stripped from us. Bolta, out of breath from trying to say everything at once, handed me the sword she had been staring at earlier. I plan to duplicate the sword for the second round of inspection. According to my grandpa's notes, the metal he used can be found in the mountains west of here, near Fergana. Mind coming with me? After days of travel on mountain trails that were perilous even for sure-footed goats, we arrived at our destination. I've never seen ore like that! It shines with every color of the rainbow! Once I refine it, I'm sure I can make that rust-proof metal. Thanks for leading us to the stuff! We had a hell of a time following you, but you found those rocks for us. What will I spend my bonus pay on? You're Asen's goons, aren't you? Doesn't matter. You're dying here anyway! Yeah, no we're not. We're totally not. They don't realize I'm like 30 levels over them. Maybe I should stop using the same attacks over and over. That's some variety.
Dispatch enemy immediately.
Why the pod just suddenly landed at my feet? It was just sitting there for no reason. That was pretty funny. Nope.
Initiating.
Ah, I screwed that up. You stop kicking me! We got it done. Right. I need to tell the Lord Earthsmith about this deposit. That way, no one will be able to monopolize it, and everyone will reap the profits. Bolta began putting large chunks of rock into her basket. The return trip promised to be even harder than the way up. And that should cause Kashgar to level up again. Yep. So one more mission and Kashgar will be done. The day before the exhibition, I went to visit Bolta, but when I arrived, they looked like more of Aeson's goons. It was the day before the exhibition. I made my way to Bolta's smithy and saw a lavishly decorated carriage waiting outside. Bolta, if you drop out of the exhibition now and work under me, I'll treat you well. I recognize your talent, and I'll give you more money than you could make here in this hovel. You want me to slave away for you, making cheap wares? Keep dreaming, Yashin. What a spirited lass! Bolta noticed me approaching as she confronted her rival. 2B, you came at just the right time. This is the smith I was talking about. Give him a good smack for me. Do you plan on making the same mistake as your father, girl? A man accompanied by soldiers appeared at the door. It seemed the carriage belonged to him. Stop right there! You aren't welcome in the shop, Aeson! Such insolence! You dare speak to royalty in such a manner? If you're royalty, then you should try acting like it. Is it seemly for a man of such esteemed lineage to try to harass a small-time smith and to drop it out of a contest? I'm glad you understand why I'm here. Do as I wish if you value your life. Your pardon, Lord Aeson, but that's... Be silent, Yashin! I'll make you rich. I will not tolerate you talking back to me. Make him rich and take a bit off the top for yourself, right? Are the bribes from this bargain bin blacksmith not enough for you anymore? That tongue moves too freely. Men, cut it out and nail it to the door! Aeson's soldiers drew their weapons and moved between them and Bolta. A workshop is no place to fight. I had to force them outside. And force them outside we shall. 'Cause we don't want our pretty little Bolta getting hurt. She's just a smith. And she's getting harassed by some corrupt royal. Health recovers when we successfully perform a guard impact.
I'll kill you. You let your guard down.
Close range combat is advised.
He actually did. Ah! Did that attack get nerfed too? Ah! At least I won that. Ah! Hate sidesteppers.
Give up already.
I think it's funny because the comment of one of my videos, someone mentioned that 2B was just kind of there with no Soul Chronicle. And maybe that's why they didn't notice her that much. I think me actually giving 2B some story to work with, in a way, I think that kind of helps her get some identity, you know? Whoa! Ah, you walked into it. You'll pay for that! You have insulted me gravely this day. I'll see that you meet the same fate as your father, girl. Then I'll have to make sure you don't talk. Bolta spoke in a quiet, dangerous tone I have never heard from her before. And quicker than the eye could see, she thrust a sword under Aeson's nose. Ah! Wait! Take it easy, Bolta! Lord Aeson, let us simply return home! Yashin supported the mercenary captain as he led him away. If you're a real smith, let your work do the talking. Balta was all right for the moment, but I feared for her safety. The next day, Balta and the other competitors gathered to hear the final results of the exhibition. I hereby commission you to craft weapons for the army. I grant you this royal shield as a mark of your station. Balta had become the royal smith for the kingdom's army. She had won back the shield with the crest of King Saeed I, and with it, her family's honor. Yes! I did it, 2B! Actually, we did it! Pah! This cannot stand! Your Majesty, those who threatened Yashin and drew arms against me, a member of the nobility! Such rogues cannot be trusted with crafting the weaponry that would defend this kingdom! Ah, Asen. It's good you're here. I heard a most interesting rumor recently. You have been using our kingdom's mercenaries for private business, yes? What?! A great deal of money is required to provide weapons for an army. Sadly, some may consider this a chance to profit for themselves. For example, people who use their mercenaries for personal gain. I have been watching you for the past few months, you know, and I am aware of what occurred yesterday. So, Asen, do you have anything you would like to add? Nothing at the moment, then? In that case, I shall personally take command of your mercenaries. If you have more words, you can speak them before a judge. Guards, take him away. But, Your Majesty! Yashin's former workshop was seized by royal order and became the royal smithy. There, the technique used to make rust-proof swords was employed to create farm implements, and the region became famed for its metalwork. It seemed the king himself was far more skilled at intrigue than the hapless conspirators. And now Kashgar is fully leveled up. Maybe next episode we'll head to Yangguan to fully level up that place, but for now we gotta conclude the episode by progressing the main story a bit more. By searching for the Black Demon a bit more. Friggin' side quests! I wish I could skip this, but I gotta fight. I gotta fight for entertainment. Wait a second, I can't skip this in post. I'm gonna skip this in post. Okay, we have successfully skipped that in post. Now we can actually move on to the main quest. And find the wolf in the forest. I received more information potentially linked to the Malfested I sought. Hunters have been attacked by a Malfested deep in the forest only a short journey away. Opponent's Converser gain increased attack power. Okay. According to the information I received from the Aval organization, a Malfested lurked into the forest. The average person would never set foot in here, but hunters who braved these woods were known to disappear. The density of the trees made for plenty of blind spots. An ambusher's dream. It was no wonder few ever saw this creature and lived to tell the tale. The Malfested here could indeed be the Black Demon. My heart pounding, I made my way into the depths of the shadowy forest. Almost immediately, I was attacked. My attacker, however, was not human, but a lone wolf. Unused to fighting wild beasts, I knew a tough battle lay ahead. I tried to escape my bestial assailant, but it pursued me with dogged persistence and speed. Perhaps this creature was a Malfested? The moment I finally landed what I thought was a decisive blow, a whistle pierced the air, and the wolf retreated into the darkness of the trees. Apparently, this wolf had an owner. Following the trail of blood, I arrived at a clearing where a Malfested hunter was crouching next to the wounded wolf. So, the hunter becomes the hunted. Without a word, I readied my weapon. Now, that is a really cunning-looking Malfested. I A really cunning sounding Malfested. This might be the Black Demon, folks.
Battle 1. Fight!
I'll kill you.
Then again, he might not. It really seemed like he's not the Black Demon. Way too weak.
Battle 2.
Yeah, he's turning out to be way too weak. Why is your soul charge normal? Then again, you might just be a regular hunter. That just so happens to be a Malfested, so it makes sense that you have a normal soul charge. Ow. Graphics card, quit bugging out, Avi. That was more annoying than it should have been, but we got through. The Malfested hunter took the life of the wounded wolf, likely in order to prevent its suffering. This was not something I would expect from the Black Demon, so likely my target was elsewhere. My investigation had so far proved fruitless. At this pace, I would never find the Black Demon, or Grøh. I thought back to the promise I made to him. Kill me. No matter what difficulties I faced, I can never give up. Once again, I went to meet with Dion and Natalie. So we still got a long way to go before we find the Black Demon. And Karamoran disappeared. That's a perfect time to end this episode. So next time we'll probably level up Yang Guang and take care of other unfinished business before we meet with Dion and Natalie. Until then, I'll see you later.